Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the free to play. So, um, finally, I can take a breath, right? It has been very hectic and crazy through the holidays. Lots of stuff going on, as I'm sure you had going on with you and your families. Finally, I feel like we are past that and it can get back into the normal pace of things, the normal status quo. So I apologize that this video is coming out a little bit late. That's more so just because of other content that I like to consume runs late on Monday nights. So let's talk about a couple of things. First, we've got the account. Frozen Banshee is 6 stars. Finally, something that I have been putting off for far too long. I will admit, there was a small part of me that wanted to do Ray. There's even a small part of me that wanted to do Armiger because I really, really, really want to show you guys Armiger's value um, from a free to play perspective. And I don't feel like I am doing a good enough job emphasizing his value. I honestly believe that if I was to utilize Armiger on Spider and Death Knight, I could get stage 20 done on both of those. I truly believe that. I think I have the gear for it now too. I really do. I think the biggest shortcoming would be accuracy, but if I have an accuracy banner, which I do, I feel like that would be able to make up the difference there and get him to do what he needs to do. Obviously, I would have to rebuild him. His gear is quite old. You can see we're still using 4-star gear on him, but I'm thinking about doing that as my next 6-star. And part of the reason I didn't was because I was holding out hope that, oh, well, maybe I pull some better turn meter control champion. But at this point, we haven't done that, and we need one. We really need a turn meter control champion. And Armiger is the best solution. I've used him basically right up until I got Newt on the main account. Um, and and even then, I could still see myself using him in certain areas. So, excuse me. So I that is something I want to do in the future. Is I really want to build my Armiger, get him done, and show off kind of what he's supposed to do. Also, to get Frozen Banshee done, I got rid of my Shield Guard. I don't think that I'm going to use Shield Guard. In Shield Guard is known for being a very good Minotaur farmer, but I have farmed Minotaur on this account very, very little, and if I were going to do that, I would just use Sun Wukong and get the same results, if not even maybe Kale. I just don't think that at the stage that I am in the game and with how easily I was able to acquire good champions that I need to build a shield guard just for Minotaur. So I went ahead and fed him. Still a good champion that can really help you out in faction wars if put in a stun set, but I would rather have had Frozen Banshee leveled up. I think I still have. I think I have got some chickens. Yeah, I have actual 5-star chickens. You'll see that Dark Athel is leveled up to 50. Now that was partly to be food, but I am thinking there might be value for her in Faction Wars. Now, Faction Wars is something that I have mostly been ignoring on this account. If we were to look at the progress on Faction Wars, not very far. And it's slowly becoming a bit of a regret for me, if I'm being honest, that I am taking so long in Faction Wars. Now, this is due in big part to me sacrificing good epics early on. But I'm also I there's value here for forging. And that's the part that's hurting me. I'm not getting the value in forging. I don't care so much about the progression or even Lydia. Lydia is amazing. I want Lydia, don't get me wrong, but I also know how long it's going to take me to acquire a roster, and maybe I'm letting that get in my head a little bit and neglecting this part of the game a little bit. So what I'm thinking about doing a little bit more of is getting some of these good faction wars epics, right? Like we've got Morag, Fenshi, Dur, even Reliquary Tender. Getting a couple more of these up to Tyrell, the 5-star range, and trying to get a little bit more progression in faction wars. Um, and that's a long-term goal. I've been so heavily focused on the next legendary pull, and now that we've passed that point, I think I can start to uh, broaden my scope a little bit, because we didn't hit on many of the kind of champions that we really wanted to. We really wanted an ally protector, uh, like Taragi, right? Like none of the champions that I've really, really super wanted have I got. So I think it's time we kind of spread out a little bit and start hitting other areas to help strengthen the account, because I think we've kind of hit our luck point for champions, right? Again, I do want to point out on Doom Tower, and I pointed this out the other day, but um, we're almost cleared normal, which is huge. And a big part of that is due to Geomancer being able to basically cheese some of these bosses. Like, I don't even need 8 enemy max HP reduction for Scarab boss, because we just kill him with Geomancer. So, um, and that's awesome. I'm really happy with that, and we're gonna keep that up. So that is kind of the summary of the account. Banshee has become 6 stars. We're getting close to getting our next 6-star completed, which is going to be either Ray or Armiger. Again, the only reason I'm considering Armiger is simply to show you guys the value in Armiger, because so many people in the comments and in my own clan are saying, I can't beat Spider, I can't beat Clan Boss. I do believe that a good turn meter control champion like Armiger can solve a lot of problems that people tend to have. We have a very, very solid core. That's demonstrated by the progress that we're making in Doom Tower. So, if I have such a solid core, why am I falling short on champions like Fire Knight and Spider? And the big cause is because they get too many turns, and I need to stop that. So, I've got some thinking to do. Obviously, you guys will find out what that is when I make that decision. So I just stay tuned for that. Also, the tournament that we're doing, um, I've been taking advantage of getting extra points, but you will see that even taking Frozen Banshee to 6 stars and leveling her up, the points are not rolling in as much as they are. I want to point out, and a couple of asterisks here. On my main account, I have the gold pass, I think it's called. That gives me increased XP gain. And then I bought the forge pass, which gives me increased XP gain as I progress in that, right? You get where, I mean, so I generated almost just today, using energy since I got home. I've almost got the 12,500 done. We will see that I am in third place, and I am going to use the remainder of my energy tonight and get as high as I possibly can. But I don't have... I mean, I do have a lot of stuff to rank. Okay, never mind. I'm getting in my own head a little bit here. I have a lot of food ready to get leveled, so I just need to buckle down and do that. So that's going to be what I do here. Real quick, I'll show you my trick. I talk about this often, but it's important to show you guys. So we've got... Let's just start from the beginning, right? So I'm going to pull a bunch of shards. I am going to pull these shards. Now, again, we're getting the quest done. So I always do this once a day. I pull 10 shards every day, mystery shards. And then I come in here, I go to upgrade level, and I'm just going to do it quickly here for you guys. I'm not going to overthink which brews that I'm using. I'm just going to use the bottom ones here to top up get all these champions leveled up. So we did 3 there, 1, 2, 3, and we have enough for another one, so we can do exactly 4. Nope, I can't math. I screwed that up, I think. Oh, no, I was right. Okay. Perfect. All right. So now that I do every day. That's not special for champion training events and tournaments. But here is kind of the special part. Now, this is not an original idea. This is coming from many different content creators. I kind of misclicked there and wasn't happy, so I'm going to start over. So we know we're going to level up some 2-stars right now. So I put 1 brew into these 2-star champions. A brew that matches them, by the way, right? And that's getting them each to level 10. We'll do that in the 4 we just got, right? The 4 level 1s that we made level 2s. So now I come in here and I put those 2 level 10s into the fully leveled up 2-star, and that gives me the 3 stars. Now, if I wanted to upgrade the rank of this dude here, I've only got 2 3-stars, but for the sake of the explanation, we're going to go ahead and use, we'll use one of the ones that I can farm. Not that there's anything important about Templar. So I'll put 2 brews into the 3 stars, right? Again, matching affinity for the brews. And yeah, we'll use a Diabolist because they're farmable. So now, the Fanatic, who I'm leveling up as food, he has 3 level 15s to go into him. So now he becomes a 4-star food champion. And I've generated a whole bunch more points for champion training. So using those brews sounds crazy. It can appear to be counterproductive, but it is actually very, very valuable and generates a lot of extra points for very minimal cost. Right now, we have over 200 of every brew. So, we can spend them here and get extra points for very minimal cost. One of the reasons I've been struggling so hard, by the way, is because I've been leveling both Frozen Banshee and Dark Kale while leveling, I'm getting a less opportunity to do the brews because I'm leveling through a very lengthy process these really high level champions, and it's taking much longer than I would prefer. In fact, I took Dark Athel out. Dark Athel, sorry. I took her out to speed things up and get myself more 3 stars, 2 stars, and 4 stars ready to go. So I've got a 4-star food right here and a 3-star food. So I do have some work to do to get these champions leveled. I might even take that reliquary tender to 5-star just to get her ready for faction wars and to have a cleanser because I still do not have one. But okay, enough about my account. Let's talk about the most important part, that's coming up, which is Clan v Clan. Now, I do apologize that this video came out so late because what I'm about to tell you could be too late for your account. But this is your friendly reminder to not use your resources yet. Yet being the key word. Tag arena tokens, save them for tomorrow. Fortress keys, save them for tomorrow. Crypt keys, save them for tomorrow. You can do Doom Tower, though. That's what I would recommend you guys do tonight. If we look at the points, objectives, and we go to Iron Twins, you're getting points there. You only get 6 keys. You should get points when you use them. Faction Wars, you're getting points there. Okay? Arena objectives, tag arena battles, you're getting points there. Well, why don't I save my classic arena battles too? Because those will refresh by the time morning comes around. Don't worry about saving those up. Okay? So that is the first thing that you should do on the Monday night prior to Clan v Clan is save all of your keys and the resources that you would do once per day, right? Or 10 times per day, or what, you get what I'm saying. The other thing is that you should be doing in order to get more Clan v Clan points. Great Hall, saving your resources. Now, I am way behind on my arena Great Hall points. I want 900. I'm barely at 600. I'm not going to hit them in time for this event. However, I do have 300 silver. So it is very possible that I could spend some of my silver resources, but I do not want to spend the gold ones. I need to save those. So likely I'll probably spend them in areas kind of in the bronze region, right? So maybe spending a little bit in crit damage or some of the other, or maybe honestly, maybe getting some of the accuracy down here. So I think I have to hit confirm, right? Yeah, okay. So you can see I can use some of my silver ones to get these lower level things accomplished during Clan v Clan while not hindering my progress on the mission, which is to upgrade an affinity bonus to level 9. Now, while I will not hit it this week, I will have that ready to go for the next Clan v Clan. I'm almost certain I will be able to generate the remaining arena points, especially now that I've made some improvements to my arena team. So, Great Hall points, save those for Clan v Clan. How else am I going to get Clan v Clan points? Look at all these books. Look at all these books. Guys, 2 weeks ago, I was complaining. I had no books to spend. Now I have books to spend. I have 6 whole freaking epic books. I would have to have... Nope, it doesn't even matter. I am guaranteed, even if I have to use every single book to get this cooldown reduced and get the buff chance increased. And honestly, I want him to be... I would have loved for books not to land here, but they already did. So Venom Age is going to get fully booked out. There's no point in further booking out Geomancer other than Creeping Petrified, but I'm not getting value out of that. The main thing we wanted books in is Quicksand Grasp. I am willing to save a epic book or two from that. Now, the biggest problem, I only have 1 rare book to use on Frozen Banshee. We really need these books to be landing. I also don't have any duplicate Frozen Banshees to throw in, but we'll take the 1 book, we'll use it on Frozen Banshee, and just kind of keep moving forward and see what we're able to do. I am excited to start working on my clan boss team and possibly reworking it. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I feel like an Ultimate Death Knight team with a very fast Ultimate Death Knight that is speed tuned using a calculator Think a clan boss calculator. Like, the more I think about it, the more it feels like that may be the answer to my clan boss problem. If I'm using Geomancer, Venomage, Ultimate Death Knight, Deacon Armstrong, and who would be the other person in that team? It would not be Ursula at that point. I would be giving up Ursula. Oh, and Frozen Banshee. Yeah, of course. So the whole concept behind that team is using the A3 of Ultimate Death Knight to try and stay alive as long as possible. Ultimately, the only thing that would wipe out members of my team are going to be the stun, as long as I can keep the shield up. So I would need Ultimate Death Knight to be very, very fast, but we'd be using Deacon Armstrong's aura and turn meter boost. So hopefully I can get a calculator going and figure out how to use and make sure that I always have UDK's shield up before the clan boss takes his turn. That should give us a lot more longevity in the fight, because we'll be landing decrease attack from Ultimate Death Knight, and then we have the damage reduction across the two epics. So that is a thought that I'm having. It's something I'm going to toy with, and that's going to take some resources to go through with. Okay, so we talked about books. We talked about Great Hall forging. Now for me on this account, the only thing I'm going to forge, it looks like one piece of perception during this Clan v Clan event. That is honestly just part of being a free-to-play. We don't get to forge... Well, I will get to forge more stuff when I get better at Faction Wars. This is kind of what prompted me to talk about that. Let's see. Those are pretty much the big things to be doing during Clan v Clan. My energy I will be spending most likely in Dragon, just because it's my best farmable dungeon at this point on the account. I'm going to use the resources that make the most sense, or in the areas that make the most sense for my account. So that's what I'll be doing with my energy all day tomorrow, as well as getting all those other parts of the game accomplished. So I hope that helps you on your Clan v Clan journey tomorrow to generate as much points as possible. I'm going to end this video because you guys love it when I keep short videos. Maybe I should make a separate... So we, as a community, need to have a real big talk. Because Hell Hades is I believe, doing a new season for free-to-play players, like a free-to-play challenge. And I am very... I want to do it, but I'm also so heavily invested into this account. And we've gotten so far. However, I'm also very far removed from a lot of the lessons that I taught you guys early on, such as the importance of clan boss and you know, all the little tips and tricks for leveling and building out your starter champion first and all those things. So it is kind of tempting to start a new account, but quite frankly, this account I've put a lot of work into, and it doesn't feel complete. And also, quite frankly, I have some really good champions that I'm not going to get on the other free-to-play that I don't want to say goodbye to, you know? So I cannot run 3 accounts. That is unless I can find a way to suddenly monetize YouTube in a significant way that I could quit my job. I currently cannot afford to run 3 accounts on this game. It's not possible for me. So I will likely continue this account at least for the remainder of 2024. But I'm going to put a community poll out there. and see how you guys feel. But I do want to tell you guys that I'm going to put the poll out there to see how you all feel. But in reality, I don't know that I'm ready to walk away from this account yet. So while I am putting a poll out there to gauge your guys' interest and opinion and hear your thoughts, I want to be clear. I don't know that I'm going to change my mind on this. But it does give you an opportunity to put comments in the poll and let me know if you think I should participate in that event but the only way that that happens is by eliminating this current account. And it does feel like I would be doing that short of the goal line. We didn't even get Clan Boss, we didn't even get Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss done. And I'm also going to be handcuffing my clan and forcing them to support another starter account. So there's a lot of issues with going that route. I also have far less time to start a new free-to-play than I did when I started this free-to-play because I was a stay-at-home dad at that point in time. So a lot of factors are going into it, but keep an eye out for a poll. Maybe we talk about this in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.